give him some horns. We gotta give him some horns. Yeah. My boy J. Cole linked up with DJ Clue. It's the legendary DJ Clue. I'm gonna say this. Number one, first and foremost, DJ Clue is a ill DJ and also a ill producer. You know what I'm saying? He don't just DJ. He composes beats too. So a lot of people, I feel like, don't give enough props to DJ Clue. He had a whole decade where he dominated. I mean, dominated. The 90s up to 2000, Clue dominated. But I like this because they kept it classic Clue style. You know what I'm saying? Classic Clue style. They got the cover on there. It's the crib. It's snowed in. Then they got the, you know how Clue used to do it. They got the side right there. J. Cole name is there. Got the number and all that. Birthday Blizzard 26 across the top. Hosted by DJ Clue at the bottom with the 3 question marks. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. I feel like, because right now, remember, we don't get CDs. We don't get like the artwork. Y'all missing it. Y'all missing it. Like, I ain't got nothing close on hand, but y'all missing it. Because to me, the artwork that these people get now for their projects, man, it's so ill, so advanced. Like, come on. I got Mobb Deep artwork. I got Capone Noriega artwork. I got artwork from old Clue tapes and shit like that, and projects and shit like that, because we used to get physical artwork before streaming came around. Streaming, y'all just get that. We actually have the artwork that you see, the cover you see on your phone and you see on your computer and all that, the shit you could never get. You might be able to, get a picture of the picture, whatever. Nah, we had the cover. So even with the mixtapes, they was bootlegs, they would be considered, but even still a cover, you know what I'm saying? It's still boom. And Clue shit was simple. It was you just copied it. It was paper. And that was a cover, but it was signature, you know what I'm saying? It had a signature look. This got that signature look, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let's go right quick.
Yeah. DJ Clue, Just a storm. We gonna set this shit off. You know we.
So you got sit. That's his classic shit. The Echo. Everybody know DJ Clue in the 90s was fire. When Cole got signed to Jay, don't forget, Cole came up here to New York. So before he even dropped his first album, when he got signed to he was still in school. He came up here, he went to school in St. John's, and he was homing his skills and homing his talent. And then why? So of course, you see what I'm saying? He's gonna get some ingredients from here. You know what I'm saying? And use them in his and those ingredients help produce the J. Cole we getting today. And I think that helped produce him even doing something like this. And also I feel like he knew, like, nah, I got a certain market to feed too. I've been feeding my market where they know I'm a spitter and I get gritty. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he covers all platforms. He covers the gritty spitter platform with things like, with projects like Birthday Blizzard 26. Then I feel like he covers the other joints with shit like Friday Night Lights, that's like in the middle. And then he got the albums he dropped when he drops his albums and whatnot. So something like Born Sinner, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. I feel like he hits all levels. I rock with Cole. So I think he knew he had to come back with something for people, I feel like me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feel no type of way that he stood down on the situation that he ignited or was definitely a part of. You know what I'm saying? I can't say who was the true igniter because I don't know that much, but yeah, he stood down on a situation that he was a part of. You know what I'm saying? He gave his reason, Boom, boom, boom. And now, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'll get to that anyway. He gave his reason, and you know what I'm saying? I was all right with it, but I definitely was like, damn, I would have rathered, you know what I'm saying, Cole, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, Drake ain't no competition for Boy. You know what I'm saying? And look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened. I feel like if Dot and Cole would have lyrically sparred, I don't think it would have been good for hip hop right now. They might have made a choice for the people. Cause I'm thinking about it. Cause at that time, I think at that time I was hyped. And I was hyped. I was hyped for two reasons. One reason, I'm like, all right, at least I'm gonna get a battle out of two lyrical artists. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The same people beefing over no, and these dudes could barely even rap. The only reason why we listening to this shit is thrill factor and to find out who did what. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we got two artists that could both spit. So I'm like, all right, if that's gonna go down, whatever. And then I didn't even know about that whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, shout out to my man Dutch Hef and all that shit. They had to break down the whole shit to me, bring things back up on YouTube, freestyle ciphers, songs, this and that. They brought me all up to date on it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cole knew, nah, I gotta come with something for that for them first. And he brought it. You know what I'm saying? He brought it. Collabo with DJ Clue, classic DJ Clue sound. He was over. It's 4 records, like I said. One beat is the Victory beat, if I'm not mistaken. I love I love that shit. And you know what I love about it too? Remember, Banks jumped on that shit and walked on that shit. He burnt. That's a classic Banks freestyle. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of it, I'm listening and I hear the Who Kid shit. Who Kid? I'm like, I'm like, nah, I'm tripping. I just heard that shit because you know what I'm saying? I'm so listening. I'm so used to hearing Banks on it. Played it back again. I said, oh, all right. So they threw it in there because you know Who Kid and Clue, they from the same side. They from the same side of Queens. You know what I'm saying? So he on the Victory beat. He's on the Money Ain't a Thing beat, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He's on Who Shot Ya beat. And he's on another beat too. Let me see. And all, in my opinion, A last one of them. But I'm tight because it's like, turn it down.
And the Ferrari, a lamb truck, switching wild lanes.
He was killing this.
Screaming out them niggas all lame. Came up from the mud puddles, then it all changed. Living ghetto fab like my brother named Paul Kane. Somewhere along the way, I hate to say we lost shame. Grown men peddling gossip of all things. I remember when it was rapping, a ball playing. Now the bread and butter is yapping.
He said, living ghetto fab like my brother was Paul Kane. He knew he had to, you know what I'm saying? Because whole time I'm like, man, listen, that boy could rap. You know what I'm saying? That boy could rap. So he jumped on the Victory joint. This shit right here, fire. Clue, artwork, fire. Clue was on the Clips album too. If you notice, certain people get up with Clue, but I feel like it's artists that don't take advantage. And I feel like it's some artists that don't even know about that era that need to study that era. It can help you. It can help, you know what I'm saying, your production of music. You know what I'm saying? What you producing as an artist. That Clue era, that mixtape era, a lot of artists was on there getting crazy. A lot of artists was getting crazy. I rinsed off the sauce I got lost in. The echo that. You know, once you hear that Illuminati echo, just it's classic. Just listen to some artists from Dreamville. They said that Dreamville parted ways with Interscope, but they said if they don't never want to record music again, they don't have to. Everybody got broken off. They said what Cole did was have never been done in history. There's a couple of them. I know it's about. I know he had at least, you know what I'm saying, four. I mean, he said they ain't got none of them got to work again if they don't like or for what they got from walking away from the Interscope deal. So shout out to them with that. We like that, and we like that one, Cole. Shout out to Cole for that one. Oh, this one. Listen.
Cold the truth, got they throw the nooses. Grip never letting up, though they hoping loosen.
That good old Locks. And that's the classic Locks freestyle. He walked on this too. So he picked, it was good beat selection also. Beat selection caters to New York, I'm going to say that. But if you looking for lyrics, you're going to embrace it. So even his market from where he from, I feel like down there in Fayetteville, North Carolina, Vietnam, what they call it, they're going to embrace it. It's going to get good reception. Good reception everywhere. But